Some blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High and to our Melech King, Yoshua Mashiach. For without him, where would we be? I wanted to say this. I made a tweet, right? I tweeted yesterday. I got into this little debacle about the concept of evolution. Oh, Lord. And I know this person was a damn perp that was sent. A think spy. He was sent, or she. I really think it's a guy. That's just what I kind of sensed. But this person reaches out to me, and I feel like they were sent for a reason. And I knew it was faulty because there was a slew of people who was just adding me as a friend and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I know people don't do that. Because I only have like literally right now, along with the ones that just added me, it's two more people. I had, before that, I just had 83. So now I have 85 of followers because I don't fool with people. There's been a lot of people who tried to follow me, people that I had to block or remove, whatever the case may be, So I know how many followers that I maintain. I know I'm never going to have a astronomical amount of followers because I just know how it is. And I know the things that I talk about is very controversial, and I try to talk about thought-provoking things to get people to think and at least try to question, their solidified dogmas, you know what I mean, and deceit. That's why I say things like that, you know what I mean? Because I'm always my number one goal is to let people know about Hamashiach. Period. That's the number one goal, is to let everybody know about Hamashiach. Period. That's the number one goal. So it's different for everybody. You know what I mean? Because everybody got their own little prejudices and creeds, faith systems, and belief systems that, will stop them. And, their own individual, insecurities, idiosyncrasies that will prohibit them from really stepping into their purpose and accepting, number one, Hamashiach. So this person reaches out to me because they commented on a thread that I said, because I made mention of this before. I said that Satan and his angels are obsessed with attempting to replicate, by way of the technology, the abilities that they had when they were holy angels, okay? Because they're not holy anymore. They're fallen. They're damned angels, okay? So they're obsessed with trying to use that, and this is why AI, quote unquote, the merge is so important with human beings. Human, Hueman. And the reason why I have to say that is because of what I've been saying before, okay? So I won't go into that, but I made mention of that. So then this person comes up underneath there, and then he posts up all this anthropological and archaeological, evidence about the different skulls, about, the evolution process, as well as with theory, and about the Homo habilis or habilis theory. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, look, I know all about that, okay? I know all about that because I study anthropology, okay? Just for fun. And I told him, I'm like, listen, I understand all about that, but like I said, I said scientists refuse to come clean about us not being monkeys. I'm talking about the evolution theory. Because if they come clean about us not being monkeys, then they will not have an excuse to still call us monkeys. Don't play with me. Y'all need to really think. Because if they come clean about the evolution theory being real, that we actually evolved from apes, I'm talking about everybody, the whole entire quote unquote human species, since we all evolved from them, right? No. I told him, I didn't evolve from no damn monkey, but you did though. So you know your history. You know where you came from. That's cool. That's cool, because y'all had tails and all that type of stuff. So everything I'm saying is, it's not like as if it's not out there. It's true. You can find this stuff genetically. You know what I mean? And that's just that. And then he tried to hurry up and he tried to swoop in and say, oh, well, don't go on this racial troop-esque capade type of thing. I'm like, no one's doing it. I said, but the truth is the truth. The reason why the scientists refuse to acknowledge that the evolution theory is false is because that means that they would have to eradicate, okay, the idea that we, quote unquote, black people, originated from monkeys and apes. You see, the reason why, if they have to do away with that, then that means that they have no real reason to even call us apes or equate us to such. That's the reason why they still gave us the identity of black, B-L-A-C-K, or B-L-A-C, B-L-E-K. You know, there's many different words if you start to study the etymological version of it, and it really means pale. So who's really the color black and who's really the color white? Because even if you look in scriptures, you'll see. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on now. And I told people, I said, folks, when I talk about race is a construct, I'm talking about people are mistaking color for identity. That's what I'm saying. So it's really your counterparts who are jealous, and I'm talking to my people who are jealous and hateful, okay? Because that's all race, the construct of racism is pure hate, raw hate in its rawest form, existing in a body that's walking up on the earth just like you. That's what that is. But I'm gonna tell you though, they're blinded by little stuff like the color of your skin, the way your lips are big, or, you know, they focus in on those epithets, the phenotypical epithets of a quote unquote black person, right? When the actuality is that they're really just hateful and despise you because of your identity. But you see where the shit comes, where they blurred the lines? You see where they blur the lines though, and they want you to only focus on one thing? You see? That's what I'm trying to tell my people. So it's deeper than skin color. It's deeper than skin color. It's deeper than all the surface shit. We're talking about your identity. They're pissed off because literally they want your identity. All the other stuff, the phenotypical shit, is miscellaneous. You know what I mean? It's miscellaneous. Because even when they do that, you see, they're not fucking satisfied. When they try to go and blow up their lips, they go and try to go and look like you, they go and try to tan their skin, all that type of shit. You see, that is not beneficial enough for them, you know? So, you gotta really think. I had to say this because this is very, very important, and the Lord put this on my spirit yesterday when I was thinking about it and I was meditating on that. I said, okay, well, I know it's deeper than skin color. I know it is, because that's the main focus that they want you to focus on, is just the little things, what you look like on the outside. So they knew. They were very cunning and smart enough to create a construct like that where people will only focus on that, i.e. race, when literally it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's about your identity. It's about your heritage. It's about the promise that they don't have. But they can still be a part of, in some sense. They won't get the lot because they got it in this life. And everybody else who is conjoined with the European or the Euro-Gentile race, should I say. Because anybody who is a so-called, I'm going to do this because this is the way to really, I think, explain this without saying it in colors. Tone means light, shade means dark. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. So, when it comes to a person having a lighter tone, okay? Because theirs is a form of albinism, because the truth is that our skin is not black. You see this thing that I'm wearing right now is black. This is a tool. This is really black. And black is really, when they gave us that identity, you know what I mean? Now people are confusing that, like I said, with color. Identity with color, they got that confused. And the reason why they did that was because they knew that would be the main focus of our people. It's like, oh, okay, it's because I'm black. When in truth, when you hear folks talk about that, our people, you know what I mean? They're really speaking from a deeper place that they don't subconsciously know that they're speaking from. Because our people are very intelligent, naturally. We're able to really, we know how to get through the shit. I'm talking about maneuver through the bullshit, just naturally. And they know that, but they want us to focus on that so that we'll never understand who we truly are when it comes to our identity, because you focus on the surface layer. So nobody's really black, nobody's really white. And here's the thing, there's a scripture. I'm about to get off here. I've been talking for 10 minutes. There's a scripture in Daniel 12 that says, many shall be made white. What is that? You see? And then also we get into this whole thing about the albinism and stuff like that. That's a whole other different thing. I made a video about that, about the color wheel on my last channel, which I will post in the description box, because I know that they shadow ban that channel. So if you type up that name, it won't even come up. So I'll just go ahead and get the link, copy and paste it in the description box for you guys. So that's all I wanted to get up on here and say. Don't let these people try to lie to you anymore, folks. This is thought-provoking things. So don't worry about the surface layer things, because it's deeper than skin color. I'm telling you, it's deeper than skin color, okay? This is about your identity. That's what they hate you for. And all they've done is take a synonymous word, or a word that they created to make synonymous with hate, okay? And gave that, they emboldened that, which is what we know as racism today. But if you look up the word race, R-A-C-E, which they still use to try to classify somebody's identity with a color, what they're really saying is this: who's really in a race? Who's really in a race? I'm talking about who's trying to hurry up and beat you to the finish line. And whoever said it was a race, they did.